Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick review of my newer spreader. I have the Model 100 version, and when I ordered it in February of 2022. So at the time, they did not have the drums, which I will show you once it's empty. They didn't have the drums, so it did take a while to ship. So we got it in September of 2022. So I've been using it ever since then, and this video is being made in January of 2023. So I've been using it for several months, and I just wanted to give a review of what I thought about it thus far. I've used this manure spreader every day, and you know, I have no complaints. So I have used the Mill Creek spreader before, and when it came time to replace that one, the prices went up pretty significantly, and I wasn't too pleased with some of the customer service whenever we had an issue, and like they didn't really seem to know what we were talking about, and then the quality of it, and it was more cumbersome to use, to be honest. So this spreader I've heard about for years, and I mean like since 2005 really. So their prices were very competitive. I was very pleased with the price of this, even with the added treated lumber upgrade and the agitator upgrade. So I wanted to show you how it empties and just kind of go from there. Okay, so this is it full. I am on a little bit of a slant, but you can see that it is raised above the actual side of the manure spreader. So back here is the drum, and these latches here, when you push it in, and you can see I did that with one finger. When you push that in, that's what engages it actually to start spreading when you start pulling it. So there's one on both of the tires, and you know, if you can't bend over or anything like that, you can kick them, and it's just that simple. So I'm going to show you how it looks when it's spreading. It does not fling it like the Mill Creek spreader used to fling it everywhere. This kind of just gradually drops it out the bottom. So a couple other things is it came with this handle right here. So if you decide to take it off of whatever you have it hitched to, you have this handle that kind of help you move it around. So if you've ever handled a manure spreader before, you know how this can come in handy, because trying to tug it from the side is a little cumbersome at times, especially depending on how big of a manure spreader you have and how full it is. So it did come with this and the cotter pin. So the Mill Creek spreader did not come with that, so I had to actually buy one of these from Tractor Supply whenever it came in. But for the newer spreader, they actually provide this to you, and it's very good quality. So all right, without further ado, I'm going to start spreading, and I will show you how it looks. So now that it's empty, and I spread the manure right here quite a bit. So, but this is what it looks like. I mean, it just leaves a trail. You know, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't fling it, but it does drop it out the bottom. So when you're done spreading it, what you can do is you can just kick these back, relock it so that it doesn't spin anymore when you go to pull it. All right, and then this is what it looks like open. So, I'm sorry, empty. So basically, this is the drum. This is where you're starting to fill and everything like that. It comes out down here, and this spins right here. So this is the agitator, and when the drum is rolling, it just helps knock it down to where it goes out the bottom easier. So again, this was the Model 100. So it says that it's good for 1 to 2 horses. I have a thoroughbred and I have a mini. They come in at night, but they're out all day. So of course, weather, if there's like a hurricane or something, obviously. So on our situation, we do bring them in at night. And so that's the amount of poop, I guess, if you want to measure poop, like how long they're in. They're not somewhere where they are in their stall all day, every day. So when I clean their stalls on an average day, it doesn't even fill it up. So my mini and my thoroughbred are really not hard on their stalls at all. So if you have a hard keeper, keep that in mind. If you have obviously, if you have 2 draft horses, take into account that this may not hold both of their stalls. So again, this is just the Model 100. This is the smallest one that they had, and it was perfect for what I needed it for. So just keep that in mind depending on your specific horses. So, again, once it's empty and everything, I just pull it up to the barn and I leave this attached. I do not disconnect this because I use this manure spreader every day. I pull this around in front of the stalls and I empty it directly into it. The other thing you can do is you can use those muck tubs and then just lift it and put it in. This isn't super high where if you needed to lift it and dump it in there that it would break your back or anything like that. So all right, so this is it. And again, Model 100, I'm gonna put it below what the description of what I got, so you can look at the measurements and everything on their website. So again, we did add the treated lumber on the sides and we did add the agitator upgrade, which was not a lot of money, honestly. And so yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about this manure spreader. The one thing I would say not to do with it is do not put hay or straw in here. And I've done that before, and the reason why, when the agitator is going and you're pulling it, it will get intertwined in this, and then it won't empty level, or this just gets stuck because it basically just ties it down. So I wouldn't recommend doing straw or hay, a lot of hay in here. If you have a few pieces, it's not don't freak out. It's not like it's gonna get stuck. But basically, if you have a stall that is just from straw, don't do this. This will get caught around the agitator and the drum, and it's not gonna empty properly. So but that's not even really a con, but that's my opinion of the newer spreader. I'm very pleased with it. So like I said, we ordered it in February of 2022. We got it in September of 2022, which was a unique situation. They were waiting on the drums to come in, and again, the whole COVID thing. So once we got that in September, my husband assembled it, and we've been using it since September, and I've used it every day. And have nothing but good things to say about it. So highly recommend.